Hello there, friends. Welcome back to my channel. So today I was doing an art challenge that was given to me by fellow art channel Gilda the Flying Tortoise. You'd remember them from a while back when I did the mermaid, the mermaid drawing where they invited me to join them on the Zoom call, and we all doodled together, and it was really fun. There was no Zoom call this time, but they did email me a whole bunch of squiggles and said, pick whichever one you want, draw it, and then send us the drawing and we'll put it in our video. And I was like, cool, let's do that. And I was very drawn to number 3 and number 14. Both were very cool looking. I want to say, if I was reading the email correctly, that they used roller coasters as the inspiration for the squiggles. And then we were allowed to be inspired by whatever came to mind with whatever squiggly we chose. So I'm looking at this thing, I'm spinning it around in circles, and I turned it upside down, and I was like, fish. Like instantly, I was like, that looks like a beta fish. So that's what I drew. And I think it turned out really good. I'm so proud of it. And this whole thing, it was like an hour and 20 minutes is what it took to draw. And it was really relaxing and calming, and there's so many colors, and I used my watercolor brush, and I tried to like make it kind of see-through so that it was grabbing and blending all the colors I was using, and I was kind of cycling between turquoise and blues and like some purples, and I tried to grab like a green here or there. I did love putting the pinks and reds in, and I was thinking to myself, like, how do I really make this red on the fish pop? And so using the dark pink really helped make the colors more vibrant, in my opinion. And then when I was doing the shading, I used like a blood red, and then like those really dark, almost blackish blues, and even like the purple. And I was just going back and forth with these long strokes for the fins to like do the shading. Because even though they're like fins, to me they always seem a little stringy. So I was trying to emulate that. And then when I went in with the highlights, I grabbed like my whitest white, super thin brush for like the finishing touches of the fins, and I just did these like long skinny little strips of white, and I was like, oh, this looks so cool. And since I liked it so much, I went back with the other colors and did long skinny strips of all of those colors, and I was like, this fish is ballin'. This fish looks like rainbow fish. Everybody wants a piece of it. It's gonna be so cute. I think where I struggled the most, though, was doing the scales, because I did not feel like drawing every single little scale. I started out trying to like kind of box in some of the shading in different colors, and when I went back to the fish after finishing the fins up, because, I was avoiding the whole scale thing, I had to go back to it eventually. I was practicing with some cross hatching, different shades of that. And then I was like, all right, well, the cross hatching looks cool, but it still doesn't look like scales. So then I thought, what if I just squiggle in some like batches of color? So I started doing rows of different shades, and highlights of different colors. And I wasn't too happy with the way that was turning out. So then I was like, all right. I'm going to put like little highlighted swoopy bits up in here. That still didn't push it to where I wanted it. So I grabbed like a darker brush, and I started just making bubbles and then squiggle bubbles. And I was like, this is kind of getting somewhere. It looks kind of jank though, because you could tell I'm just scribbling all over the fish at this point. But I went back over all of it with some more super see-through color. So like very see-through blues and greens and different shades of those, even purple, and then the white again, just to bring the color back, fade out the squiggles I made, but you could still see that it's there. So the texture is still there, just kind of tricking your eye a little bit. From a distance, squinting, looks like scales. And I like the face. I mean, that, like, look, beta fish are one of my favorite fish, like, to have in your home. They're so pretty. The males are so pretty, and they look grumpy AF. And, I mean, I guess that's the point, because they're fighting fish, and I don't know, they just for real be looking grumpy, and I love it. So, you know, I love that, like, nose up, frowning, so stinking cute, the whole thing. I liked his eye. I think his eye looks really good. And just overall, I'm really pleased with the entire piece, and I'm very grateful and blessed to have met the Guild of the Flying Tortoise family. I think they're very kind and talented, and I'm glad that they like think about me to invite me to all their fun art prompts, because I mean, they do art prompts like all the time, and I'm over here like, I need to start making up my own art prompts, or stealing art prompts from other channels. Like the one I did from Drawfee, where I took the whole, like, I'm gonna make a kawaii drawing. I don't know, like, I'm not smart, okay? I'm not smart enough to think of this stuff on my own. So yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. I hope you like my fish, and, you know, make your own little squiggles and make your own fun drawings. I mean, it's not gonna hurt my feelings if you steal an art prompt that was given to me by another channel to do. Not at all. Be my guest. All right, bye.